Hello there guys, welcome back to FOOTY.COM. My name is Steve and this is Phil Delves alongside me. Today we're reviewing Manchester City's much anticipated PUMA away kit for the 2019-20 season. The first ever PUMA away kit. We reviewed the home kit which is over there on the wall behind us. Go check out that video, after you watch this video. And also the Arsenal one which we reviewed this week as well. A very high scoring Arsenal one. Today we get this absolutely crazy Mondrian kind of like Hacienda mix up thing. I am a City fan, full disclosure, so I've got very different views from Phil on this thing, but it's kind of fun. First time I saw it, I wasn't very sure on it, but it's grown on me quite a bit. But Phil, what is your take on this shirt? Firstly, the press photos are very good, put it out there. This is the way they've presented it, but
they are. And actually, yeah, I'd like to agree with you there, because the photos, and as you said, that kind of Mondrian, very arty kind of backdrop, which they use, looks really good, and actually made me think, oh, maybe they could have gone a bit more crazy, but we'll come on to that in a minute. I do think as an idea, this is fantastic. I do, a lot of brands, they talk about what inspired a kit, and it can be a bit loose, but there's clearly that sort of Hacienda inspired look, albeit fairly restricted, but certainly in the colours, and I think in the general direction, there's a bold move and quite a typically Puma move, really, which is good and particularly impressive considering they already were quite bold with the home kit.
Now, we usually just try and review the shirts in this, which I think makes sense, but I felt that when we did our kit leaks video recently, which has got the third kit in, by the way, so if you haven't seen that, go watch that, it'll be on screen somewhere now. When we did that, we talked about there maybe being one too many colours initially at one point. Having seen the whole kit, I don't get that impression anymore because it's predominantly black. Sure. I feel like the little touches of like peach and blue or whatever don't seem that excessive, and it all seems to mesh a little bit better for me. There's enough of a reference to like blue to there, and the peach to there, and then obviously on the socks as well, as you can see on the picture. If the colours don't feel too much, actually, I feel like they feel kind of right. And I also don't agree with some that suggest that if they had the same thing over here as well, I feel like that would have actually just made it a little bit more, I don't know, predictable.
Yeah, and for me, I would say that it's not so much the colours themselves. I think the colours actually, I quite like the palette. I think the more sort of, I guess, the thing to digest is actually how asymmetric the kit is, or rather how sort of unbalanced it is. And that isn't necessarily a bad thing. And I think it's a very unusual thing for a football shirt. And I quite like it, actually. I think it's a very sort of bold direction, again, to have one cuff in peach, one cuff in light blue, and obviously then the difference between, say, the Puma logo, the sponsor, the sleeve sponsor. So I think, I agree, the good thing is with the black shorts and socks, it sort of ties it together. But even as a shirt on itself, in all honesty, I think it actually doesn't look bad at all. It's definitely different, and I think, obviously if you're a traditionalist when it comes to kits, this isn't for you, but I do,
it's definitely ruffled feathers.
And I think
it feels unique to me. It's unique. That's one thing I will say. So regardless of any of its failings, it definitely feels creative. And there's not much more usually you can ask for that, there is it, in creative.
True, and I think the funny thing is actually Puma have done a really good job because they've still used, so particularly this sleeve jersey here, which is in black, so you can't really see it. That is essentially the same sort of design as the home shirt, but because of the reverse, also the kind of Hacienda style pattern on the other side, and the fact that the design itself is asymmetric, it does feel quite fresh. So I think that helps.
It's fair, you couldn't really see this little patch ring on the press photos. It didn't jump out at all, but it's like a kind of faded blacky kind of thing called a patch on there, and and I'll zoom in closer anyway. But this is, I quite like the Hacienda thing.
I do too.
It was a bit before my time, I wasn't there, but in general, it is a part of Manchester's culture, and the Mondrian thing isn't, I don't think, but. Very top of the pops too as well. But it looks pretty cool. It's funny the power of a press photo, because I was indifferent to this kit. I thought it looked alright, and then I saw that press photo, which is the one on screen right now, and I was like, look, that's a really cool press photo.
Well, you know what I like about it? It's quite, we used the word fresh a couple of times. It is quite fresh, because on the left of the home kit, we've kind of seen that quite a few times before.
That whole
the kind of dynamic energy. The kind of...
Look at the zoom we get. I've never seen that on the night ones. It's very night, that kind of program.
And it's sort of not quite, but it reminds you of sort of, sort of trying to avoid the lasers in the crystal maze, that kind of thing. But
which I couldn't do for what it's worth. We did that as a team building exercise at work.
Nice.
No, I didn't do that. No, I think our boss actually tripped the laser. You're watching this, Aisha. You tripped the laser.
but I think with the away kit, it's a really good direction. I think as a release, I really like it. I think the one thing is, it's for me, and we talked about at the start, I would have liked to see a bit more of that direction. I don't know how that could have been achieved particularly, but I think I would have liked to see maybe a bit more of the Hacienda.
Down there,
yeah.
Like that.
You know, we talked about, and I think in the leaks video, it reminded me a bit of the Dortmund kit from a few years ago. Now that was very much more yellow and black, but something a bit more along those lines could have been interesting. But in all honesty, I think this is actually quite a smart kit, and I do think it's the best.
There won't be many
three kits.
better sights of than Leroy Sané legging about in that, because the Sané just looks great in this kit in general.
Yep.
So him legging about in that kit will look absolutely brilliant because he's elegant and tall. You know, it just suits him so well, especially the Aguero banging him in. I think this is a pretty decent kit. I don't think it's an incredible kit, but I think it's a good kit. You know? As a City fan, it's grown on me a lot.
Yeah, a really small thing which I'm not quite sure about, and any thoughts in the comments would be welcome. There's a small bit of detail on the back which looks like a little bit of blue.
It's hard to
within the Manchester writing, and I can't make out what that is.
It's on all the pictures, isn't it? It's strange.
Yeah. So if anyone knows about that, really welcome any thoughts. But
the City writing, yeah,
indeed. But it's nothing.
Manchester writing. It says Manchester, doesn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, and it doesn't take away from the kit particularly. But yeah, I would agree.
It's like speck of dust from a distance, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, which caught me off guard. But as a kit, I do prefer to the home kit. I'm going to say that.
Yeah,
and, I really like the idea. Probably just needs a bit more for me, I think.
City fans would love it to go, like black and red has always been a City thing. That's striped. So they wanted that. I agree in general largely, but I'm also up for interesting ideas. I prefer this to the Puma, the Nike away kits.
Yep.
From last year, definitely. And I think this is quite a fun kit. It's interesting. I think it'll be memorable if City do things well on it. I think it's one of those kits where, because it's got a little bit of a quirkiness to it, if City do very well next season and we've got Guardiola in charge, it's very likely people will remember this kit quite fondly. As a tongue twister that.
Nice.
But anyway, this is the bit where we give it a score. The newest entry of 92 was Arsenal's stunning new Adidas kind of retro modern remake kit. This won't be that high, I don't think, but this is definitely was much better than the City's home kit, which we gave, 71?
Yep.
We gave, go and watch those two videos, don't forget, after this. But Phil, where's this sitting for you?
Yeah, this one's a tough one to judge, I think. This list is obviously quite big at this stage, and really, I think you could probably sit it
in a few places.
Quite a few places.
Yeah, and depending on your mood. Yeah.
I think it's in the mid-table. I'm going to say that it's that middle third, if you like. I do much prefer it to the home kit, but at the same time, is it in the 80s? I'm not sure if it is.
To me, it's actually more interesting than Liverpool's home kit, but then you're a Liverpool fan and I'm a City fan, so maybe some Dortmund's one. Oh, I think it's as much as the Dortmund's, but maybe. Okay,
I think what I will say is, and if I had to rate it on the idea, I think it's definitely one of the better ideas. I do really like the direction. I think the finished product misses a few marks, but it is really strong. I think, you know what, it's crowded, but I'm going to put it at 79, which is, there's already a couple of kits on there at 79.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I do think this is actually...
Because I think there's just as much wrong with the Mönchengladbach one as there is with this one.
Yeah, indeed.
And the Galatasaray one lacked a bit of creativity.
Yeah, and as good as Ajax's awake, it was a template ultimately, and this actually has a few more, albeit minimal, but it does have bespoke details. So
rounded up, I would probably say around an 8 out of 10 anyway. So I think that's the decimals are important, but I would give it around that. So I think that's a very, very fair score. Let us know if you think that's a fair score in the comments below. As I said a billion times, go watch the home kit review as well and the Arsenal kit. And this week we've got PSG's kit coming up tomorrow, and then possibly Burnley, Sheffield United. We're doing all the Premier League kits, and probably loads more is going to be announced during the week. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to FOOTY.com if you're a fan of football kits, culture, news, all that kind of stuff. And we'll see you very, very soon.